Hi guys, how are we all doing? So today I'm going to answer the question, can you make a living only cutting grass? Now I've gone and forgot my batteries for my camera, so I'm filming this on my phone, so I hope the audio is clear. So I've got my notes here, and first of all I want to say, so when I was thinking about this video, and obviously I was thinking about amounts and prices and wages and all that kind of thing, it's obviously going to be different for everyone. There's going to be a big north-south divide, and I try to be somewhere kind of in the middle. I mean, I'm from Durham, so my wage is going to be a little bit different to someone in the south, for example. So I hope we sort of get an idea. You know, when I talk about amounts and expenses and things, it's all averages. You know, I can't obviously cater for everyone watching clearly, so you know, don't hammer us in the comments and hammer the amounts and numbers and stuff, because you know it takes a bit of planning, and filming and editing takes time, and I'm obviously doing the best to keep these videos coming, like everyone is on YouTube. It's not easy when you're working and you've got your family and house and all that kind of thing. Anyway, right, so the title is making a living, so a living wage. Now the average wage, depending on what website you look at, is between sort of 25 and 30,000 pounds per year. So I'm gonna go with a living wage of 20,000 pounds. Now people in the south, yes, you probably need to make a little bit more than that, yes, definitely. Hopefully, you know, we have partners, and those wages are combined, you know, to make kind of a household wage. 20,000 pound might be all right, so that's the number I've gone with anyway. So that's what we want to earn for the year, after everything, after expenses, after tax, national insurance, everything. 20,000 pounds in our pocket. So in order to earn that amount, I've roughly totted up some expenses, and I'm going to say quite a generous 10,000 pound expenses. That's earning 30,000 pounds over the course of the year. So I've gone with the expenses, a rough kind of amount. So your tax, your national insurance, your pension, hopefully all your insurances, your van, you know, personal insurance, all your fuel, your tools, any spares, MOT, maintenance, uniform, advertising. So I've coupled all that together and come up with £10,000. Now of course it could be done cheaper than that, of course, yes. I would say 7,000 maybe has to be the minimum if you're looking to earn 30,000 and come away with 20. So I hope we can all kind of agree and see where I'm going with these numbers. So of course you can't cut grass all year round though, can you? So I've gone from mid-March to November. Now I know, I'm sorry, I hope this lighting isn't too bad either because the sun's over there. Now I know some of you go into November a little bit, but I'm saying from mid-March to November. That gives us 33 weeks, which is 231 days to cut grass in and to make the money. Can it be done? So how much is that actually? So for that time period you need to be earning £3,600 per month, which equates to £909 per week, or £181 per day. So you got 231 days to earn that amount. How many grass cuts and lawns do we need to cut per day? And I'm going with each grass cut is a fortnightly visit. Price of a grass cut then. I've gone with mine here. So my cheapest is £20, I won't do it less than £20. And my highest is 35, but I think I've only got 2 of them. My average for a bigger lawn is £30. So I've taken your average cut at £25. Now again, people will be different here. Might be a little bit more, could be a touch less, but I've gone with £25 for this video, obviously. So that's 7.2 lawns a day. So do you want to round it up or do you want to round it down? That's up to you. Let's look at 7 a day. So how long will that take? Now my smallest couple of gardens takes us half an hour, about 25 minutes to cut it. My biggest one is an hour to cut. But we're not just cutting, we're obviously trimming as well. You've got to do the edges, so it's not just a long cut, it's the edges. So I'm going to say that it's going to be 1 hour per job, so an average of 45 minutes to cut and trim. Say 5 to 10 minutes of tidying up and loading all the gear back into the van, and you might want a little sip of your coffee as well. So to keep it simple, I'm going to go 1 hour per job, so that's obviously 7 hours a day, and I'm assuming that we're all nice and efficient. Little 5 minute, couple of minutes drive time to and from each job. That's the basis what I'm going for there. So that's 7 hours a day. I'm going to have 1 hour for our dinner or lunch, depending on where we are. Up north we tend to say dinner and tea. So that's without a little, 15-20 minute break in the morning or afternoon. So that's 7 hours with 1 hour for your dinner. And nicely, that could be 9 to 5. Yeah. So I hope we're all kind of on board at the moment. So that's 70 lawns we need to find who only want a grass cut. That's 35 lawns a week, so we're working 5 days, not 7. 5 days, 7 lawns a day, and that's fortnightly. So can it be done? I think the questions here is, can you find enough lawns and gardens and people who only want you to cut the grass? Now, in my experience of my fortnightly regulars, they kind of want you to do the whole thing. So I think that's going to be the biggest obstacle, really, is finding people who only want a grass cut. Now, yes, obviously there's lots of people out there. You may have to travel further afield, which then could potentially interrupt your travel time and things. In theory, there's enough people and enough gardens out there to be able to find them. But I think that's the biggest problem, because people probably, if they're not going to cut the grass, they're probably not going to do everything else, and they probably want you to get involved with the whole garden, I would assume. So just let us know if you agree with that one there. You could get commercial work of just cutting lawns. Well, not lawns, like sort of, the grass on the site or whatever. That could be a potential and quite lucrative route. So can it be done? What do you think? Does anyone do this? Does anyone just cut grass for a living and make a good wage out of it? Let us know what you think, guys. Can it be done? In my opinion, it's going to be tough, and I wouldn't like to be the person who tries. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one.